Well, who would have actually thought this? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. And as you can see, today's video is going to be mechanical. And we don't know how mechanical it's going to get because we really don't know the problem. Guys, this engine is actually out of Chris's cherry picker. As you know, he's been doing quite a lot of work around his farm using the cherry picker. And it never really goes over sort of 5 miles an hour. It literally floats around the farm and he uses it to cut these trees down. And the other day he rung me and I had to actually come and save him because he was at full boom at the top of a tree and he called me and said, I can't get down. I think the engine's cut out. Where he's got a chainsaw on the go, got his earmuffs on, he didn't hear it cut out and he could not get down. So he's obviously pulled the engine straight out. They're very straightforward, and he did do a van before, so he said he could literally do it in a couple of hours. So he's pulled it out and we're going to try and investigate. But while we was down the field, Chris, can I get you to demo the spanner on the crank? He has chucked a spanner on there because we couldn't strip all the covers off, and it seems to turn quite a long way, almost a full stroke, and then it locks up. And then when he goes back the other way, it does almost that full stroke and locks up again. So he just said, I heard that, yeah. First thing we're going to do is strip that cam belt cover off, right?
Yeah.
There's a good possibility that could have slipped. It's definitely not snapped because we've had the oil cap off, look through, and the crank's going around. So, sorry, the cam. Sorry, guys. The cam's going around. So we know that the belt is not broken, but it could have jumped, could have slipped. It could have lost some teeth on there. We really don't know. So, first things first, we're going to strip that off and try and investigate because we do need to get this back on the road. It's something that Chris uses quite often. We're always doing time lapse, and I've just said to Chris, it's a dear little engine. Let's try and just take the cam cover off live. Those little tens up there as well. Oh, they're right. Very, very straightforward little engine, guys.
The whole stud's coming out of that.
I think you're going to have to wang it out while I pull it off.
There's one more in there, mate.
On this one here, we've got the whole stud coming out instead of the nut, so save it breaking the casing, just put a little bit of weight on it as we're unwinding it. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the gasket off there and it's caught in that water pump.
Bolts come out of there.
Well, straight away, you can see that there. I'm going to zoom in actually. Chris, could you point that out for me again? You see that, guys? There's no bolt in the idler. The tensioner.
Is it in there? It's not in the cover, is it? Oh, it ain't moved, does it? Oh, of course it is. It's the stud, isn't it? No, it's yeah.
Our bad. It wasn't missing. It's that actual stud because it weren't meant to come out. That actually, sometimes things do catch you out. Let me move that away. I said this nut wouldn't come undone, so we've wound out the whole stud, and we thought straight away, oh, there's a bolt missing, but obviously it's not.
Well, that ain't a problem.
And that belt looks okay. Just have to check the time, wouldn't we?
Well, we can't turn it all the way over though. That's the trouble. So, but. Doesn't look like it's slipped to me or moved.
It hasn't moved, is it? And there's no teeth.
We'll pop the plugs out, put some rods in it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's
give it a turn.
So you probably heard Chris there, guys. We're going to basically, we got some rods you would have seen us using in the Range Rover Sport. We possibly haven't got them anymore, but we'll make some more up. And basically what we'll do is we'll get 4 rods, all identical lengths, and we'll put them down the bores while we turn it over. And you kind of get a gist of what I'm saying. You can then see what ones are coming up to TDC, how far they're going down, etc. So we'll crack on and we'll get that done. Try not to do any time lapse. Well, there's going to be a little bit, but we're going to try and show as much of it as we can, because in the last mechanical video you all absolutely loved it, but Chris has just made those rods up and he's put white tape on the top purely for your benefit so that you can see them going up and down on camera. Guys, while he's just putting them in the holes, I'm looking at the same thing as you, and I know you all do ask, so just a little quick update. We've got a new bottle of gas, we've got a new coil of welding wire, and we are good to go, so we will be back on that LSE very soon.
Well, you can straight away see there's the problem.
Oh yes. So that's too low.
Well, that's, yeah.
Or that's too high.
Well, that's not moving and it's stuck at the top.
So that looks like that's on TDC almost.
Don't know, do you? It depends where the crank is, but we'll turn it and see.
Chris, can I just put...
two should be going down.
Yeah,
Two should be
coming up. But your piece of cardboard here while we're live, I just want to put that there if possible.
You feel me running out?
There you go, guys. That gives you a better... Yeah. It's not moving.
No. That's not good, is it?
No.
That's not good at all. That's it, it's locked.
There ain't a...
Go the other way, Rob.
Oh, it's moving now.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's stopped again.
Yeah.
The issues, obviously.
Rod,
a rod ain't come through the block, is it? That must have
it's
made a
a
bit...
tick over though, wouldn't it? One tick over.
Chainsaw going, yeah.
I don't know, I mean...
What's next?
Well, it's probably a rod's broke, isn't it? So some off.
Right. You heard the man, guys. We're going to spin that. Are we going to spin it over or do it down?
Yeah, no,
we're going to spin the engine right round and we're going to have the sump off of it. That's not good though. That's not good at all. That's all the sump bolts all undone. Sorry guys, I know you can't see our heads in it, but we've got it quite close because I want to show you as much as we can. Will I pull that off?
Yeah, take it off, fine. It ain't broken. It's come undone.
Oh dear.
Strange, ain't it? We'll bring that in and show
I've
it.
never seen that, Chris.
No, I've never
I was expecting that to be snapped or melted.
Yes, you see
That
it?
light's not good.
I didn't know
Hang
that.
on, no, it's all right. You can see it now. It's fine.
Can you?
Guys, can you see that conrod's not even connected? How on earth has that come undone? Can you see any bits in there?
Well, they've all got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, can you see
'cause
anything
There
that's
ain't
in there?
nothing in the sump, is there? No, there's nothing on there. Yeah, there's the cap. That's what it's been hitting. Maybe, I don't know.
Let me come around that side, Chris.
Can't get it.
I can't believe that.
No, cap's jammed in there. That's it.
Oh dear.
Where's the nuts?
That must have made a right racket.
Well,
Of course, you're not going to hear it, I know.
the air defender's on anyway.
Guys, can you believe that? that cap has actually come undone. And you can see there's actually even a bolt missing out of the con rod, the stud.
The stud's probably snapped it off, hasn't it?
So we've got...
That's what's probably hit the journal on the crank and snapped it off probably. So they're going to be... The nuts are going to be in there floating about, aren't they?
And possibly 2 bits of stud or 1.
Yeah.
Depending on whether it come undone.
But we turn her back up and they might fall out.
Give it a good shake, yeah.
Shall we pull that up a bit? I'll pull that back up and you can show it before we do it.
Yeah, it's still running.
It's eating away that big end shell.
Isn't it? Yeah.
You want to show that?
Grab a bit of tissue, bit of paper towel.
As it was loose.
So you could probably hear Chris there, guys, but look at your big end shell. It's actually eaten right through it.
Worn it away.
And worn it away. Let's try and get in as close as we can. Again, guys, we are inside an engine here, so the light's not going to be amazing, but...
I'll give it a tap roll and see if we can get that shell.
Chris is going to see if he can get that shell out, and again, we'll just keep rolling. Let's take this phone out of this tripod, because this is all interesting stuff, and I want you all to see it.
It's tight, isn't it? It's just going to knock it back down, I think. Look.
That has welded itself to it a little bit, hasn't it?
So possible, isn't it?
Guys, we'll get that out and then we'll do a closer up on the bench once we get that shell out and show the damage on it. And obviously we do need to flip this engine upside down as well.
If we push that right down, Rob, we'll be able to turn her over a bit more. Let me get a thin little wood. Can't go too mad because might be a valve open on that cylinder.
So Chris has just knocked the con rod down there so that we can turn it over and see if it does like a full turn.
Well, I want to have a look at the crank. Yeah, there's a little mark on it there. That's where it's hit the stud, isn't it? See it?
Oh yeah. I don't know if... Let me try and zoom in a little bit, Chris.
You see it?
Yes, I can, and zoomed in on the camera. Obviously, guys, you can see that there.
The hole should be there. That's the oil way. Like that. So point it out.
Yeah.
That mark there.
Yeah, I zoomed right in. You can see it. Fantastic. So.
The rest of the crank looks alright, doesn't it? There's a little dig there, look.
What's the plan?
Well, you could grind that or have it reground, and then you need oversized big ends shells.
The thing we got to remember with this is it's not going back on the road. This vehicle, Chris, is it? It's purely
for round here.
For round here. So, you know, we can probably get this one rebuilt rather than go down the route of getting a new engine. I suppose Chris will have to weigh up the price of what it's going to cost, but
I'd be inclined to throw a second-hand rod in it.
Really?
Yeah, and take
it
a
is
chance.
literally...
New shells, get new standard size shells.
And this here, can we file that out, that imperfection that was
I
on
wouldn't want to go with it file, but possibly a bit of wet and dry, just if there's a little raised. It might be where it's bruised it might be slightly raised.
But most importantly, we need to turn this upside down and try and find those nuts and bolts, right?
Well, that stud is is in there somewhere, isn't it? And the two nuts.
With 2 nuts.
But they probably fall out, won't they?
So guys, we're going to just flick the back onto the time lapse very quickly. We're going to turn this upside down, get in there and see if we can find the missing components. So we've just spun that round there and pulled that pan off, and straight away, look at that guy. Let's make sure this can see.
Snapped.
It's not snapped.
No, it's just bent.
That's the other stud there. We got a bit of an oil leak here, Chris. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Anything else in? I can see a nut there. Look.
Yeah, there's a nut. Where's that stud? Look?
I don't know.
It's
It's down there on the floor.
Get that in a minute. So there must be one more nut in there somewhere, isn't there? Oh no, there he is. There he is. I bet he was in there beforehand.
You reckon?
Yeah. That's it.
All the components out.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know what you think of today's video, like the whole stripping down an engine and finding the problem and actually fixing the problem, because if you do enjoy this, don't forget we do still have that 2.7 TDV6 that we originally fitted in the Range Rover Sport that got flood damage straight after, so we would actually do that engine if there is an interest in this one, because it would make sense, and as long as you enjoy it, we're quite happy to do it. So going forward, Chris, while we're still live, I mean, this is your engine.
Yep.
It is just for the farm. So guys, we're not cutting corners, we don't cut corners, but this is purely for Chris to use on his farm. So we're going to go ahead and rebuild this engine, right?
Well,
Not rebuild it, but
yeah, I think he's trying to find a second-hand conrod, isn't he?
Mm.
If we can find a second-hand conrod somewhere.
while you're having a think, and the video is out there, guys, drop your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think we should do with it. But if Chris can find a second-hand conrod and a cap, then we would probably go down that route and just get it back on the road, so it's not on the road, so to speak, but get it back working again, because I don't think he enjoyed being stuck at full boom up that tree. For a bit of a chat, see where we was going from here, and Chris has decided we've just chucked the sump back on, a couple of bolts in it, just to prevent all the oil coming out. Plan of attack: we're going to whip the head off, pull the conrod out, and we'll update from there. We got quite carried away there, guys, and it was going to end up turning into one massive video, and there wouldn't have been no part 2 to it. So we are going to cut it there and then pick up where we left off in the next video. Don't forget, if you enjoy this sort of thing, please do let us know in the comment section. We always read your feedback, and that plays a big part in the channel. We really are interested in what you've got to say about it and what you'd like to see. So thank you all very much for watching. Check us out on Instagram at Salvage Rebuilds. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.